Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, January 18th, 2025, and for me, another day of learning and growing. I hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So, I am in a bit of pain this morning. As a matter of fact, woke up and my leg was hurt pretty bad and my hands hurt. The only way I can really explain it is, especially with my hands, when I'm trying to grab something, whether it's a cup or a steering wheel or open the door, anything like that, it's pretty excruciating. It's getting a little bit better now because I took my steroids with breakfast, and that was 44 minutes ago. But, unfortunately it won't last all day, so I probably in some considerable pain. I thought about taking my trash out this morning. My trash, the dumpster, is about 100 yards from my front doorstep, maybe 50 yards, but I'm not going to be even able to walk that far. I remember it was a couple weeks ago when I took out my trash. It took me like 10 minutes just to even get to the dumpster, and a little bit quicker going back. It was just very painful to walk, so that's where I'm at right now. But anyway, I want to talk about my debt payoff plan, specifically for the one loan that I have left. And I would say last year I didn't really have a plan per se as to how I was going to pay the debt off, but I knew I was analyzing month to month the best way to get out of this debt. It's funny, if I didn't have any to pay for food, mortgage, medications, doctor's appointments, or anything else, paying off debt would be a lot easier. But that's not reality. Unfortunately, we have other expenses, and I live alone. I make considerably less than six figures after taxes. I'm dealing with lupus, and that's just how things are. Last April, I took out a loan. I took out this last loan. I took it out to consolidate debt. In particular, I had a 401k loan, and I actually had another personal loan with a much higher interest rate and some high interest credit cards. I do want to say this. So consolidation doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me, just because my minimum payments were so high that almost 100% of my income was going towards servicing debt. So taking out this loan made sense. The original balance of this loan was $17,122.87. And right away, I took that money and paid off those other debts. Didn't use it for anything else but just to pay off those debts and have one loan to focus on. So that was at the end of March. April was my first payment. Since then, give me 1 second. I'm going to refer to my notes here. Since then, I've been able to pay off $7,571.42 of that debt. So my goal is to pay this debt off in 21 months, which will be at the end of this year. So I decided to aggressively tackle this debt, $9,900 left on it, to get from underneath the payment, for one thing, but to also to be able to next year accelerate my debt payoff on my student loan. My student loan is a lower interest rate. So, I want to just tackle this debt. The interest rate on this loan is 9.5%, which is, I guess, in this market, okay. But, if I had, I had good credit at the time, so that was probably the best credit rating I can get. I got it from my credit union. So, all right, I want to show you a sheet that I'm going to use to stay on track, which gives you an idea of what I've been working on in the past week. All right, so this year I'm going to have to pay off no less than $825 a month on the student loan debt to be able to accomplish this. That's just the math. The beginning balance of this year was $9,900. I just made my minimum payment, which comes out on the 15th of the month, and that minimum payment is like a nice car payment, basically, $428.97. After that minimum payment was made, my current balance is $9,551.45. In order for me to pay off $825 of the loan, the balance will have to be $9,075. So how I'm going to do this? All right, so I'm going to make 2 more additional premium principal payments. The first principal payment will come out of this pay period, and that'll be $238.22. The next principal payment is going to come out the next paycheck, and that's $238.23. Total payments this month will be $905.42, and that will bring me to my goals. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to make that first principal payment this morning after I get off the video. I'm going to go lay down. And this is how it's going to go this year. And why am I choosing $825 as the amount to pay off each month? Well, it's realistic. For one thing, I have a mortgage, I have an HOA payment, I have gas, electricity, I have fuel, groceries, medications, doctor's appointments, internet. I have other expenses. It's just not possible for me to use all of my income to just pay off this debt. I have to set realistic expectations for this year. This will be huge to get from underneath this debt. I'm looking at paying $900 a month for the next 12 months to be able to pay this off. There are some things that I'm not going to be able to do this year that I wanted to do, and I'm setting that aside to be able to get from underneath this debt. Like, for example, I wanted to furnish the second bedroom. Not that I have, guests overnight here, but I want to get that done. I'm probably going to put that off till next year. Or, if you're watching this, if you want to give me a bedroom set, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I have to set aside those things. I don't see a vacation in the books for this year. As a matter of fact, this upcoming week, I'm taking off from work, but because of the weather, I'll probably be staying home, as well as the pain that I'm in. That's just how it is. So saving money that way, I don't eat out. I've cut subscriptions. I'm just finding ways to be able to save money. And I do want to say that, so everybody's journey is going to look different. My journey is going to look a lot different than yours. You may be living at home with your parents for a time. I did. First couple of years I did when I started this debt payoff journey during the COVID pandemic at the beginning of my lupus diagnosis. You may have one income. You may have multiple incomes. You may make less than 6 figures. You make considerably more than 6 figures. I saw where somebody paid off their debt in like a $300,000 debt in 2 years. And I was like, well, that's great. More power to you. I'm not able to do that, and that's fine. Don't compare yourself to others is what I'm trying to say. We're all taking this journey and doing the best that we can with our knowledge and with our resources as they are. So something struck a chord with me last week. I was watching a video from Budgeting Over 40, and she said, be stubborn with your goals, but flexible about your methods. That's exactly how I've been since June of 2020. My goal was to pay off $117,000 of consumer debt. That was it. And I'm getting very close to doing that. I've had to, change my methods as the time went on. I said $117,000, $115,000, $41.89. So, it's been a long journey, but I made a lot of adjustments when it comes to how I look at money, how I spend money. I budget like a madman, and I know that's just how it's going to be going forward. I'm not sure if I said this, but I'll probably pay off less this year than I did last year because I'm focusing on getting out from underneath that personal loan. Dumped as much money as I can to. I'm still making the minimum payment on my student loan, which is consolidated 2 loans that comes out of one payment. But that just may be the case. Last year I was just kind of throwing as much money as I could, not a solid plan, but now I have a solid plan this year. And then once I pay off that personal loan, it's just a student loan. No credit card debt, no medical debt, no debt on installment, no 401k loan, none of that. This is a good place to be at. So I apologize for the length of this video. If you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. When I post my videos, you can find me at youtube.com/@notinmybudget. As always, thank you for watching. You all take care.